Hey, closet dwellers and closet busters. It is Friday. That means it is time for Uncloseted. Riffs and Rants. Yes, it is. I know that's kind of a weird intro, huh? I don't usually do that sort of stuff. Oh well. I'm in kind of a weird space today because I'm thinking about porn, and sex. But I guess that has everything to do with my interview Wednesday with the hunky and hot Michael Lewis, where we talked about sex and being in the porn industry, or adult entertainment industry, but I'm going to call it for what it is. Porn is porn, even though I know it is adult entertainment. So it got me thinking, what do I want to talk about this week? Well, I want to continue to talk about this subject because here's my stance, whether you like it or not. I believe that sex is a beautiful thing, that we're all way too hung up on sex and body image and all that sort of stuff. And that if we could all just shake, and I'm not saying everyone, I know I keep saying all, because that's kind of unfair, isn't it? But let's just, for argument's sake, let's just say if we in general, not all of us, we in general could release our hang-ups around sex and body and all that sort of stuff, what a different planet it would be. And if we could just the fuck let go of worrying about what porn does. Now that I've said that, I'm the first to say that I do believe porn can become an addiction, and a lot of times, like any other addiction, that can harm someone or some people. And I'm not going to discount that. In fact, I've worked with some people who have been sex addicts, porn addicts, and as I've done some work with them, it's beautiful to see them begin to move porn into the place that it should be. But that's a whole nother show. So here's the things I'd love to talk about today as I riff and rant about sex and porn. First of all, I think there's a lot of stuff that is right with porn. Number one, I think sex is a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing. Number two, I feel like the human body is a piece of art. Even the big pieces of body are a big, beautiful piece of art. When someone is obese, there's some beauty into that person. There's something within that person that is still beautiful just because the rest of the world doesn't think a big, obese body is beautiful. There are pieces of beauty in each and every one of us. The other thing is, I also want people to understand, and at least want to share my perspective, that porn is all personal. Not everybody's going to enjoy porn. Not everybody believes porn is good. And then there's going to be people, like myself, that think, well, porn's okay. It's okay every once in a while to indulge. So here's my take on porn. 6 things. 6 simple little things that I've come up with. Number one, I find that porn, it can be inspiring. It can inspire people to get in shape. It can inspire people to love, to be more intimate. It can inspire people to be adventuresome. It can inspire people to have better sex. It can inspire people to say, this relationship is not working because we aren't doing what the porn stars do. Now, that one's a little bit of a stretch, but I find that porn can be very inspiring. Number two, from the inspiration place, it then becomes a recipe for having some really delicious stuff. I mean, let's think about it. Why do we go and look at food and recipes? It's because we want to indulge. We want to tantalize the senses. Well, hello, sex is a sensual senses thing. So why not watch what's happening? Now, that doesn't mean all of us are going to become porn stars, but, sometimes watching a little bit of porn, well, we're going to leave that for one of the other points, but you get where I'm going with that. Third thing is, I believe that porn is healthy when it's put in the right containers. Now, the right container is whatever that container is that makes it healthy for you. My container of healthy porn is probably completely different than somebody else's container of healthy porn. But let each person have their own container of healthy porn and back the fuck off if you don't agree. They're not infringing on your ability to porn out or not porn out, so don't infringe on their ability to porn out or not porn out. The other thing I find that's really good about porn is it can be fun. Have fun with it. Bring the adventure, the excitement, and everything into your life and have some fun with it. In fact, one of the things I've done a few times, and I actually think I was actually drunk with friends many times when we did this, but it's really kind of a fun game. So if you have some porn laying around, and if you've had a few drinks, or maybe even not a few drinks, start playing a porn if everybody's okay with that. And then watch as the actors are acting, if it's decent acting, and even if it's not, actually, it's even funnier when it's not decent acting. And then as they're saying something, mute the sound and point to a person and tell them to finish the sentence. This becomes a really, really fun game. The next thing that I feel that porn really does is it gives you a safe space to explore. It helps you figure out what it is that you might want to do or try or experiment with. And sometimes just watching it on camera or on a TV or on your computer, on your Google Watch, if you can actually do that, which you probably can. I think not your Google Watch, what am I saying? Your Apple Watch. Sorry, Apple, sorry too. Oh boy, that was a biggie. But anyway, you know what I mean. And finally, I believe that porn actually helps in the world of intimacy. So there's what I believe is right with porn. And the reason I brought this up is because I want everyone to uncloset their beliefs around porn in a way that works for them. Because after all, life is to be lived uncloseted. And when you unhook yourself from the overbearing societal pressures of what porn is to be or not to be for you, then you truly step into a place of living your life your way and living life uncloseted. Make sense? If not, go pop a porn in, watch it, and see what comes up for you, pun intended. So that's it, gang. Have a great weekend, and I hope as you go through your weekend, you give yourself some time to experience some porn, whether that's food porn, some sexual porn, some meditation porn, maybe some stillness porn, whatever that porn is for you. Go out this weekend and discover what's right for the porn in your life. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll catch up with you in just a few days on another episode of the Coming Out Lounge. Take care. Bye-bye.